Have you ever heard the jungle breathe? Not the rustling leaves or the songs of birds. I mean a deeper, heavier sound, like something ancient moving beneath the surface. Somewhere in the northern forest of Argentina, people say that sound belongs to Mboi Tatá. Not a legend to tell by the firelight before bed, but a warning that still flickers in the memory of people. A guardian, a monster, a living flame. Welcome back to Words Across Worlds. I'm Verónica Pellegrino, and today we step into the tangled heart of Guaraní mythology, where nature takes a stand to preserve its order, and it does so through fire. Let's imagine the scene. You're walking through the dense, humid forest. The air is thick, and everything around you is alive. Roots twist beneath your feet, vines hang low, and strange sounds echo between trees you can't even name. Then, suddenly, the temperature shifts. It's not because of a breeze or the sunlight breaking through, no. It's heat, and it's coming from the ground. They say that's how you know it's near. Not quite an animal, not quite a spirit. Mboi Tatá, the fire serpent, slithers not across the jungle floor, but under it, invisible until it decides it's time to be seen. According to Guaraní mythology, long before humans began reshaping the world, everything was in harmony. The sky god Tupá had created life, the rivers, the trees, the animals, the stars. But new life stirs more than beauty. It awakens forces that don't welcome change. Some were spirits, some were storms, some were older than the land itself. The balance faltered, and when it broke, the great flood came. Some say it was sent by vengeful spirits. Others believe it was the earth's own way of correcting what had gone wrong. Most life was swept away, and from that emptiness, new guardians were born, beings shaped by the disaster itself. Mboi Tatá was one of them. Not just a creature, but fire with a purpose, to protect. Not to dominate or to destroy, but to guard what remained. He became the earth's protector. Nothing but heat, smoke, and a kind of fury you don't forget. Here's the part that fascinates me. Mboi Tatá isn't mindless. He doesn't chase everything that moves. But when something threatens the jungle, when someone sets a forest ablaze just to clear land, or kills animals without reason, or treats the land like it's disposable, that's when he appears. One story from the province of Misiones tells of a man who came with machines, bulldozers, chainsaws, workers. He wanted to build fast, cheap, big. He laughed at the locals when they warned him about Mboi Tatá. A snake made of fire? Come on! That night, they say, the machines burned without touching gasoline. No one could explain it. But those who were there remember the air, thick with heat, and the smell, like a strange kind of smoke, like earth turning to ash. Eyewitness accounts? Sure, not scientific ones, but real enough for those who believe. Some talk about a red glow weaving through the trees, faster than any fire should move. Others describe a hissing sound, like steam meeting cold air coming from underground. There are even those who say Mboi Tatá has eyes, bright, golden, and unblinking. And if you lock eyes with him, you're marked. Not for death necessarily, but for judgment. Let's pause for a second, because here's what I think is truly powerful about this story. It's not really about fear, it's about responsibility. Mboi Tatá represents a natural force that fights back. He's the earth saying, I had enough. And while modern science might not accept fire serpents, what it does recognize is that ecosystems collapse when they are pushed too far. Climate change, wildfires, vanishing species, these aren't punishments sent by mythical creatures, but the real consequences of upsetting nature's balance. And this myth? Well, it warns us in the most human way possible, through story. Even today, Guaraní communities in Argentina, Paraguay, and Brazil keep the memory of Mboi Tatá alive. For some, he's a vital part of their cultural identity. For others, a symbol of what must never be forgotten. And for younger generations, a reminder that nature isn't passive. It protects itself, sometimes through resilience, sometimes through legend. We often think of myths as relics of the past, but what if they are more than that? What if we tell stories not just to entertain, but to remember what truly matters? So the next time you find yourself in a quiet forest, one that feels untouched, pause for a moment. Notice the earth beneath your feet. Listen to the sounds around you. Whether Mboi Tatá is a myth or something more, his story calls on us to remember one thing. This land is a living presence, not ours to take for granted. Thanks for listening to Words Across Worlds. If this legend sparked your curiosity, hit subscribe and share it with someone who needs a little myth in their life. And tell me, which other creature should we chase next? Until then, stay curious and keep the fire of wonder alive.